Let me guess, your to-do list never ends. Your calendar is packed, you wake up already behind, and by the time your head hits the pillow, your mind is still racing and now you can't sleep. Does this sound familiar? I want you to know you're not lazy. You're not bad at time management. The fact is you live in a world that runs 100 miles per hour and you're expected to keep up. If you're new here, my name's Tanya. I'm a musician and entrepreneur, and I can tell you from personal experience, you can reclaim your time, your clarity, and your peace. It's all about having a good plan. Did you know people who plan their day report up to a 25% reduction in daily stress? Now that may not sound like a lot to you, but it really does make a significant impact. Think about a sale at your favorite store. 25% off is a good bargain, and it's the same thing when it comes to lowering your stress level. That's the difference between feeling calm and collected or totally frazzled at 10 p.m. Today, we're going to explore how simple, intentional planning can dramatically reduce your stress, make you feel less overwhelmed, and bring more clarity to your life. So if that sounds good to you, give this video a big thumbs up and let's dive into it. Let's be real. Life feels like a constant juggling act between work, kids, emails, clients, pickup times, drop-offs, parties, etc. No wonder you feel like your head is spinning. There's simply not enough time in the day to do everything that's on your list. It's no wonder we feel like we're drowning in mental clutter. We're constantly reacting. We're putting out fires instead of planning with intention. And well, that's just stressful and exhausting. What most people don't realize is a lack of planning is a major root cause of all of that stress. Because when you don't have a plan, absolutely everything feels urgent. You try to do too much, you don't know where to start, and everything feels unfinished. Now, planning doesn't magically make your schedule lighter, but it does help stop your brain from spinning, and that alone is a game changer. Now, your biggest problem when it comes to planning is your to-do list. You heard me right, your to-do list. Most people treat their to-do list like a giant brain dump. 27 items, no order, and no sense of what actually matters. So how do we fix this? Well, you're gonna start by actually doing a brain dump. You can even write to do if it makes you feel better. So start with your brain dump to-do list and write down everything that you need to get done. Now, let's face it, not everything on your list is urgent. So after you finish writing this list, I want you to ask yourself 3 questions. What can wait? And what can be postponed or delegated to someone else? Planning like this helps you filter out the noise. It helps you focus on what really matters and what's going to move the needle. Now, you can use a tool like an Eisenhower Matrix, or you could simply just color code your to-do list or that big brain dump you just did. Grab 3 markers, red, yellow, and green. Red are the most urgent tasks that absolutely have to be done. Yellow are important tasks, but they're a little more flexible. And red tasks can just wait, or you can delegate them to someone else. This type of planning helps you let go of the unnecessary, and well, that's actually really freeing. You'll be amazed at the weight that's lifted off of your shoulders when you have an actionable plan that you can start implementing. Now, I want you to assign those tasks to actual time slots on that calendar. Block off time specifically for that task. You can also block off time for family, for personal errands, and for even rest, because rest is so important and it's what's gonna help you get more stuff done in the long run. The magic of time blocking is that it prevents decision fatigue. You no longer have to ask yourself, oh no, what am I gonna do next? Because you have a plan for exactly what's gonna come next. And when life happens, time blocking is flexible. You can adjust your time blocks to fit in. Pick up Ellie from school because she fell off the swings and busted her head open. You can fit that in because it is going to happen, and that's okay. Don't let one tiny thing ruin the rest of your day. Now, I know what you're thinking. Planning means adding pressure or trying to be perfect. Well, we're gonna do a little myth busting. Planning isn't about productivity, it's about mental relief. When you know what's on your plate, when you've scheduled the time, when you've made intentional decisions, your brain doesn't have to worry. You stop second guessing yourself and you start trusting yourself again. Even 10 minutes of planning a day can make a huge difference in your life. And remember, this is not a productivity contest. This is self-care. When you plan with intention, you can schedule in time for life, movement, joy. And when life throws you a curveball, it's no big deal. You have a flexible framework to fall back on. Now, here's a little neuroscience for you. Let's think about your brain and think of it like a computer with too many open tabs. Every single task that fills up your brain is like another tab opening on a computer, and another, and another, and another, and eventually your brain just explodes. It shuts down. It won't function anymore. But simply getting those plans or those open tabs down on paper clears space in your brain so you can be more productive. And you can use all that freed up energy to be creative, for problem solving, or simply to be present in the moment. Now, if all of this feels overwhelming, remember planning is the antidote to overwhelm, not another chore. So start small. Choose a dedicated notebook or your favorite planner. Make a ritual out of it. Pour yourself a cup of coffee, light a candle. Try to do your planning at the same time every day if possible. Pick your 3 biggest tasks and put them down. Block out time for each one of them, and remember to add in rest, because you are not a robot. You cannot just go, go, go. And planning's not a magic wand. It won't eliminate all the stressors in your life, but it will help you approach them with a lot more clarity, less panic, and a whole lot more peace. Now, I want you to tell me, which of these planning tips are you going to incorporate this week? Leave me a comment down below. And if you love this video, make sure you subscribe, because next week I'm going to be releasing something totally new and exciting, and I'm doing it right here on the channel. So until next time, peace out.